कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। ॐ हर 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 महादेव। ॐ नमः शिवाय। Namaste. This is Vishwa, and today I will talk about Shaiva Tantra. The main deity of this group is Shiva. He is said to destroy the ignorance within us. I can also say that the personification of consciousness in the form is Shiva. From him, the Shakti appears as the manifested world. Everything in the creation is the form of Shakti. Shiva and Shakti are inseparable. Based on the archaeological evidence, it is a known fact that Shiva and Shakti were worshipped even before Vedas were written down. In Vedas, Shiva is referred as Rudra. Shaivas tend to be more towards renunciation, both mentally and physically. Technically, the basic philosophy of both Shaiva and Shaktas are the same, that the ultimate reality of the universe, or the Brahman, is both static and dynamic. The static part is all-pervading and transcendental consciousness, which is Shiva, and the dynamic part is the energy or the Shakti principle. It is said that the whole universe is the play of Shakti. Thus, the Shaiva worship the static aspect and the Shakta worship the dynamic aspect. You may be wondering why I am talking about Shakta in Shaiva Tantra. Because the seed or the root of Shakta is from Shaiva Tantra, and you will soon see the connection. So the devotees of Shiva are called Shaiva or Shaivites, and this denomination is called Shaivism. Many Shaivas use Tilak on their forehead, which is called Vibhuti, Tripunda, Bhasma, usually 3 horizontal lines and a dot. The 3 lines denotes the threefold Shakti of Shiva, the 3 gunas, and the 3 syllables of primordial sound Om. The dot or the bindu denotes his third eye. In the Shiva's worship, again, there are 3 main systems involved today. The popular worship of Shiva, which includes Vedic, Puranic, and Tantric elements. In other Tantric forms, Shiva is worshipped in his manifested form, seated in meditation, or in unmanifested, such as in a Shiva Shakti form, symbolically as a Shiva Lingam. And Shiva and Shakti is also worshipped as Ardhanarishvara, as one person with half man and half woman, depicted as the completeness, a unity of oneness. So that is Ardhanarishvara. He has a minor form in which he is worshipped, which is in a scary form called Kala Bhairava. It might be interesting to you to know that the archaeological evidence shows that the Shiva Lingam may be worshipped around the world. They were found in Ireland, Italy, and Africa. So there is a big householder communities or devotees of Shiva, but they usually do the popular worship, which is Vedic and Puranic. The main practices of Shiva include where Vaishnava as the creating the foundation of devotion or bhakti and the mantra. On top of it, jnana or the spiritual knowledge and the meditative practices of Raj Yoga are the key. On this path, simplicity, innocence, and renunciation is more emphasized over other strict rules. Vegetarianism is optional. Its philosophy also varies from dualistic to non-dualistic based on the respective teacher or master or subsects. If I have to say, yoga in its many form what we see today are the very essence of practical Shaivism. Shaiva's major texts are Vedas, Shaiva Puranas, and Tantric texts include Shaiva Agamas, Yamalas, and Dhamras. To differentiate the Shaiva Tantric texts, they are collectively referred as Agamas, which means the tradition which has come down. Also, Agamas are the knowledge which was revealed by Shiva and heard by Shakti. It is said that the Shiva first revealed the knowledge of Agama to his wife Parvati or Shakti. He is considered the first Lord or Adi Dev, the first Guru or Adi Guru of the universe. He is also the first yogi or called Adi Yogi. Those are the first word used with Shiva because he is the consciousness. So once Shiva shared the knowledge over the period of time, as the knowledge started to disappear as the time passed, he came again and revealed to different sages and masters and then disappeared. His teaching include philosophy, wisdom, yoga, rituals, and code of ethics. On the high level, the tantric worship has two major paths. One is called Ati Marg or extreme path, which is for renunciates only. And the second one is the Mantra Marg, which is for both householders as well as renunciates. So, there are two major schools of Mantra Marga. First one is called Shaiva Siddhanta, predominantly based on devotion with dualistic philosophy. Some subsects have intermediate viewpoint between monistic and dualistic philosophy. The second school is called Kashmiri Shaivism, which starts the foundation with dualism but reaches to non-dualism. The most interesting part of this school is it includes the idea of Shakta, Vaishnavas, and as well as the Buddhist Tantra. This school is basically the Shiva Shakta, in which there is a strong emphasis on Shakti, and that technically opens the door to Shakta Tantra. So now you can relate the connection as why I was talking about Shaiva and Shakta in the beginning. So there are some other schools which are less known, such as Pashupata, Lakula, Kalamukha. They are part of Ati Marg or extreme path. They can be seen in India, but on a special occasion. Archaeological evidences shows that the Pasupata seal were found, and it is considered that the Pasupata tradition is the oldest Shaiva tradition. So let me give you a little bit more information about these main schools. Both Shaiva Siddhanta and Kashmiri Shaivism started in north, but due to Islamic invasion, Shaiva Siddhanta is now mostly in South. And to relate to these two, we have to talk about the types of agamas texts. There are three main. One is called Shaiva Agama, the second is Rudra Agama. These two basically emphasizes on Shiva and its philosophy, and that's the core of Shaiva Siddhanta. But the emphasis on Shiva and Shakti is there on the Kashmiri Shaivism side, where the Bhairava Agama is used. And in this tradition, apart from philosophy, there is a more emphasis on ritual as well. Now, in the extreme path, such as Pashupata, Lakula, and Kalmukha, they have their own text. And one important sect I would like to mention is the Veershaivas. This is a reformed householder sect with a connection with a Kalmukha. They emphasize a lot on the worship of Shiva Lingam. Now all these sects and the schools, which is here, and I will talk a little bit more on the next one, can be categorized in one of the types of the schools or more, such as Vama, which is a left-hand path, Dakshina or right-hand path, or Siddhanta is the principles. It is important to mention some other ascetic schools of Shaiva, such as Siddha or Gorakhnath Siddhanta. Its founder was Gorakhnath, disciple of Mahasiddha Matsyendranath, who was the founder of a Nath tradition. This sect discovered Hatha Yoga and Kundalini Yoga. Today, these yoga are practiced around the world. This sect is said to have connection with Pashupata tradition. And then Aghoris, they are the special sect who worship Bhairava and generally found around cremation grounds. Avadhuta Dattatreya is said to be the founder of this path. And lastly, the Dasnami sect, which is technically not a Tantric or Shaiva sect, but has a great influence of Shaiva. It was founded by Adi Shankara to properly organize the monk order. It also has a subsect called Naga, which literally means naked one. That is an extreme path. Additionally, there are many other Shaiva sects which are beyond the scope of this video. So, what is the status of Shaiva Tantra today? It is ranked number 2 based on the number of followers, which includes both householders and renunciates. But the Tantric practitioners are more renunciates. Like Vaishnavas, the highest goal on this path is liberation as well, or freedom. However, it is needless to say that the householder who worships Shiva also wants their worldly desire to be fulfilled. So, Vaishnavism is more recommended to householders. Shaivism is more recommended to renunciates. Then what about Shaktas or Shaktism? Maybe you have this question in your head. So I will cover that about Shakta Tantra in my next video. So thank you for watching and have a pleasant day. Namaste. Thank you so much for listening. If you like the information, please subscribe, like, and share so that everyone else can also enjoy this.